Welcome to GameStop Hometown Heroes. I'm your host, Joshua Gray, and we're coming to you live from the ESL studios in Burbank, California. Tonight, we're going to feature the best Injustice 2 online players from the Atlanta region. Now, how GameStop Hometown Heroes works is players can compete online for free in our Sunday Cups in one of 8 regions, and we choose one of those regions to feature in our Wednesday broadcast for the top 8 players. Tonight, it's going to be Atlanta. Next week will be Seattle. For more information and to sign up for free, visit our website, esl.gg/GameStop Hometown Heroes. Let's talk about some of the big news that's happened in the world of Injustice 2. First of all, there's over 800 entrants for EVO happening next weekend, and the finals will be taking place on Saturday. Myself and a lot of our crew are going to be there, so make sure to stop by and say hello, and best of luck to all of the players. Now, Sub-Zero is still coming out on July 11th. He will not be able to be used for tournament play until August 11th, but we will possibly see some Red Hood being used for EVO. In player news, Slayer has joined Team Rogue. Congratulations to Slayer, who has been turning heads in the offline circuit for Injustice 2. Best of luck to him, and again, congratulations on joining this team. And in War of the Gods last night, Samij is still dominating the scene. He was able to take down Wound Cowboy and Dragon, and as he waited in the grand final, Noble Illusions fell to Dragon and then fought through the lower bracket, having to defeat many notable players and then facing Samij in the grand final. Samij won 3-1 and is still the #1 player in War of the Gods. Congratulations to him. You can get more information about War of the Gods by visiting stream.me/war. The Cups are on Saturday, and Tuesday features the top 8 broadcast. All right, Hometown Heroes, I have a very special guest joining us. He's playing tonight. It is Noble's Pick of the Hut. How's it going, sir?
It's going really well. How are you doing?
Very well, very well. Great to see you on the broadcast. You have played in a couple other regions in the program so far. You played in Seattle the previous week. Now you're in Atlanta. Tell me about the different regions and what has the program been like for you so far?
Well, the first 3 weeks I wasn't able to compete at all in any of the regions because of work, and that was very hard. And then the fourth week, I think it was the 4th week, I competed in Seattle because it's near impossible for me to get off work before the start time of Atlanta's Eastern Cup. So that's why I came home and I was like, is there any cups available? There's LA or Seattle. I was like, I'll go Seattle. And I got 3rd or 4th, I can't remember. Lost to OD2 Easy. In true Pick of the Hut Injustice 2 fashion, I lost the first round of the entire tournament, just like I did a combo breaker. But I was able to go back and get 3rd or 4th place. This has happened to me in every single tournament I've done in Injustice 2, but I grind back, if you will. So it was nice to get 3rd, losing the first match to Reggie, who's a great player in the Northwest. Good guy, Doomsday major winner. He won Northwest Majors in 2013 with Doomsday, so I have a lot of respect for him. He had a different tag, so I didn't know who he was. But I'm in Atlanta now because I decided to take my console, my portable console, to work. And I'm literally, during commercial breaks, was playing rounds of Hometown Heroes, and I hope none of my bosses are seeing this interview right now.
Too late.
I'm not lying. In the middle of the commercial interviews, the commercial for the pre-game broadcast that we were doing, yeah, I'm playing like, I can't remember, Fierce. I was playing Fierce, and I was playing 2 other people before him, and, I'm doing this, doing that. Like, it's, whatever, I'm here.
Hey, you're here, man. Multitasking at its finest. You're here. You're in the top 8. So tell me about tonight and also your preparation for next week for EVO.
Yeah, so 850-man tournament next weekend. I've got the entire bracket almost memorized with winners and losers pass for me. And I'm also helping out some of my friends with the pass and stuff and tell them who they need to prep for. I definitely know who I need to prep for. I'm coming for Forever King, and I expect Forever King to win his way to me. And then I'm gonna I'm gonna show him out of the tournament, put him in losers.
Okay. Smack talk for EVO already.
I want that matchup. I'm going to tell Forever King how it goes. I want him to pick Batman first, and I'm going to win that match. And then I want him to run to Black Adam, and then I'm going to show that my Black Adam preparation has actually paid off, and you made a great mistake. So I'm going to go and give him that spoiler.
Okay.
But
I love it. I want to hear from Forever King on social media, so we'll see. But tonight, Brent, what's going to happen tonight?
I'm looking for fun. I'm looking to play well. I'm looking to learn. I'm looking to play new opponents I've never played before. I'm looking as this is another step and process for the grind that is now happening to prepare me for EVO. If I went and got first tonight, cool. If I get 7th tonight, cool. It's all about the process, and I understand that. And next weekend it matters. But Hometown Heroes every weekend matters, because you could be there in the finals in the end, and who knows what the prize they give you if you win that whole thing.
That's true. That's true. Any shout-outs for us?
Yeah, I'd love to shout out my Noble sponsor. And also, just the other day, this is how awesome Noble is. They sent me, not the baby chair in the background. They didn't send me that chair, although sometimes I am a baby. They sent me this chair. They sent me this awesome Arazi chair for free, just for being a part of the team. And that's one of the greatest perks about being with Noble. Noble treats their players extremely well. Noble looks after their players. So huge shout out to them. Huge shout out to my wife and kids who are not with me right now. They're at my mother's house at the beach, allowing me to be grizzly grinder for the EVO and just sit here and just practice and grind the EVO. So shout outs to them for letting me and allowing me to do that. It takes a lot for them to let me do that, so I understand. I appreciate that. And shout outs to you guys. Shout outs to what you do at ESL. Shout outs to Brett. Shout outs to you, Josh. I mean, Brendan, everybody. You guys are awesome.
Thank you very much, Pig of the Hut. And best of luck tonight, and we'll see you at EVO.
Let's do it.
Let's take a look at tonight's standings for Atlanta. Burritos, one of my favorite, is the #1 player at 325 points, followed by Fierce. One of the Yomi players, Reno Rax, and then UPR Nova rounds out our top 4. Now, those points are going to be updated after tonight's bracket has concluded. Let's take a look at tonight's bracket and see who are our top 8 players in this double elimination. First of all, from the winner's side, Burritos, and then MEA's Trepound, followed by Noble Tweety versus Skate Bravo. Then from the loser bracket, Merc versus Noble Pig of the Hut, and then CK Fierce versus UPR Nova. Some great matches tonight out of the Atlanta region. Now, we want to hear from you. Who do you think is going to win? Make sure to follow us on social media, ESL Injustice on Facebook and Twitter, and make sure to use that hashtag Hometown Heroes. We want to hear from you. Who's going to win tonight out of Atlanta? Who's going to win the whole series? We're going to know in August. Also, the VOD's going to be live tomorrow by 5 p.m., youtube.com/ESLTV, and you can catch our top 5s there as well. And if you're watching from home, we have a great contest going on thanks to our friends over at Project Triforce. You can get a Injustice the Versus Collection set. All you have to do is send us a picture of your best low-cost cosplay. All you have to do is send that picture and use that hashtag Cosplay Heroes. We'll pick some of the finalists, and then the winner will receive that Injustice 2 the Versus Collection set. More information about the product, go to projecttriforce.com. That does it for me for the pregame show. Let's go ahead and check in with our commentators, Dustin Kane and Evan Hashimoto, to give us an update on 2 other regions and to start off these Atlanta matches. Gentlemen.
Thank you so much, Josh. We are 5 weeks through this 10-week period, and we have the best of the best from the Atlanta region. I am EGP Wonder Chef, and this is the not-so-great Dustin Kane, or the great Dustin Kane, whatever you choose to be.
Just regular, good
regular Dustin Kane.
Good old regular Dustin
Good
Kane.
old Dustin Kane. But before we get to the top 8 from Atlanta, let's talk about a few of the other regions that completed this Sunday. So first, starting with Los Angeles, where Nubcakes managed to win the bracket and pull himself into first place in points, just barely above EGP Crazy, who was eliminated by Chaotic Acid. Chaotic Acid also beating DJT, who entered his first Hometown Heroes tournament.
And I hear that DJT guy is pretty good. And then moving on to the San Francisco area, it is Blind Ducky taking his first win so far of Hometown Heroes, with Dab coming in second, Sicarios third, and then last week's winner, Wild Cowboy, coming in at 4th place.
Wow, Cowboy barely moving up after his win last week. Kind of surprising.
Very impressive win as well, with mostly Fate. So,
but that should take us to the top 8 for today here in Atlanta. Now, we've got a few big stories today.
Yes.
2 pretty major things. So number 1, this will be the, I believe, now this could be wrong, but based on who we have, this might be the first week of Hometown Heroes where we don't see a Black Adam. And that's pretty big.
But we traded Adam for 3 Supermans.
3 Superman players, yes. So that's it's gonna be a different change of pace. It's gonna be a big change.
Starting it out, it's gonna be Burritos versus Trepound. Trepound is a old school mainstay of the NRS community, playing Hawk Girl in Injustice 1 as well as a little bit of Harley. And in MKX, he played Katana, and in this game, he looks like he plays Supergirl and Harley once again. And here we go, the first match of the night. Burritos is sticking with his Green Arrow.
Now, Burritos, his Trepound's opponent is #1 ranked in the Atlanta region right now, winning almost every single tournament except for, I believe, last week. But we'll see if he can manage to get that lead back. I don't think anybody can take it from him this week, but we'll see.
Oh, but look at all this pressure, confirming into a combo, but dropping it. Trepound still holding position, getting the jump in.
Full juggle, no ender, but
interesting.
catches the wake up.
Yeah. He whipped the first dash, and he finally got under.
He's like, wait, it's on this side.
I honestly thought that was going to hit.
Nice, great side switch combo, loads an arrow, but I don't know if he'll be able to use it. This life bar, and that's actually a huge waste. It got rid of the ice arrow and just got no reward for it.
And he lost his life bar, yeah.
Now, this is a very interesting zoning match. Both of these characters have very unique zoning.
They do.
One of the biggest kind of interactions between these zoners is the fact that Green Arrow can crouch while he shoots, and Harley mainly uses highs. Now, the big counter to that, of course, will be the hyenas that we're seeing, which can hit overhead.
Nice roll under Meterbird, but he gets caught. And a very healthy life lead for Trepound as he carries Burritos to the corner and gets the mix.
And that is not the first time that we've seen neutral jump to punish Burritos for whatever he's doing on Wake Up.
Time for it to rain arrows.
Yeah, and I've actually seen weird interactions with that jump 2 in certain knockdown situations where it will cross up. It's pretty ambiguous.
And right now, Burritos is going to have a tough time trying to get back in through this zoning. One single hyena call can set up so much guaranteed chip, although
this is going to be very difficult. Is he going to get it one more hit? And he does. First round going to Trepound, very dominating so far.
It was. For a match with 2 zoning characters, it's a little bit surprising to see how fast that ended up going.
Yeah.
But it was because Trepound really didn't... So there are 2 options with Harley. One, whenever you get a knockdown, you can either go in and play her up-close game, which is pretty good, or you can start your zoning again. You can start off using the hyenas to set up more zoning. You then use cupcakes, which are plus, then you throw out
just
a
regular shot.
Pop gun. Yeah, a bunch of different things. You know, air shot.
She has really good tools to play the game at full screen, honestly.
Right. So your choices are either set up more zoning or go in. And Trepound every single time went in, baited a bunch of wake-ups, and it just worked out for him.
And I feel like Trepound was also sufficiently slippery enough to where Burritos potentially was getting frustrated because he honestly couldn't really land a hit and he couldn't get anything started, and that's a really good trait to have, especially as a Harley player.
Oh, that's unsafe, but no punish from Burritos doesn't make the right call. Now, if you do block her tantrum stance, there are a few different options. You can either block the cartwheel follow-up and just punish with a jab, or you can try to chase her as she's backdashing.
Oh, huge combo potential there, but drops it now, stuck in the corner. Is that a grab to throw back in? It is.
Again, that entire exchange started off of just a neutral jump from Harley on Green Arrow's wake-up. None of those wake-ups are working.
Down one check. Gonna get a little bit of a combo here, not too much damage.
I like how he dashed completely through her while she was frozen, just so he could get the side switch combo back over, because the side switch combo is optimal.
Which also can be a pain for him, right? Because if you're close to the corner, you don't really have a choice. You have to do a combo that doesn't do as much damage.
Right.
But so far, Burritos playing a much better game here and just so close to taking out the first life bar of Trepound. Cupcakes coming out, meter burn shots, hyenas getting through this field of zoning just to take a little bit. Meanwhile, Trepound is still taking pieces of Burritos' life off.
Wow, just completely avoiding every single shot.
And the lead that Burritos had, it melted.
It did. He just got clipped by little projectiles here and there. But one of the biggest things about this is the fact that he did manage to get himself out of the corner before he lost his life bar.
This is potentially good positioning for him as he has Harley fighting out of the corner, but Trepound doing a really good job of getting out. And now we're back mid-screen. Nice mix-up. Oh, and he drops his combo. So huge. And another input error, maybe?
Possibly. Nice block on the overhead. I don't think Trepound has managed to open Burritos up with the overhead a single time.
No, but he has opened him up with a lot of lows.
True. Or just neutral jump.
Yeah.
A little bit of life back for Trepound. Burritos still playing the runaway game. We haven't really seen him on the offense. It's mostly been a zoning game.
Good block, and that's so much forced chip that Burritos has to take.
Nice block, but again, just retreating from the tantrum stance, not getting punished.
Again, nice down one into the arrow hold trait into overhead. Almost converts. That would have been really neat.
That was weird. That is definitely not the optimal. So that is what you want to try to do, but you normally just go into a straight electric arrow from that instead of doing the jumping electric arrow, because that allows you to get a back three. So I'm not sure what he went for right there, but it didn't work out too well. Still, it's getting pretty low for both players. It could potentially be one hit for either. Trepound doesn't have his clash too,
but he does have two hyenas and the possibility to make this very difficult for Burritos to land any shots.
One of the biggest things here is that Burritos might not get a chance to clash. Wow, I love that dash through again, just because he might just get plinked to death by little projectiles.
Backing up so close, gets caught by fire arrow. One more, no, rolls through. Wait a second. We've seen Trepound be very slippery from this distance. Oh, and there it is, down one into Fledgel. What is that arrow specifically called?
Green arrow.
Ooh, I don't know. I think it's a different name than it was in Injustice 1, so I can't exactly remember, but it is a very, very good tool. It stops people from poking. It moves backwards. It's +2 on block.
Yeah.
So it's a very good retreating move.
It's definitely not a bad piece of his toolkit.
Definitely not. Now, Green Arrow, he has one of the best runaway games in the entire game. Partially because of that move, he can control a lot of space. He can duck while zoning, which is very unique to him in this game. Almost every single other person, actually, you know, I don't think there's a single character that ducks while zoning except for Green Arrow.
I believe he is the only one, yeah.
Oh, drops the combo. If you're going to break the Batmobile, you got to at least land a combo that hits backwards, right?
But so this has kind of been the case here. It's usually Trepound walking Burritos into the corner and then Burritos fighting his way out, but then Trepound just getting mid-screen again. But finally, we may see some pressure here from Burritos as he has Harley in the corner.
Wow, so that has a little bit of invincibility. It actually completely avoided the first shot, but the meter burn second shot hit him out of the
what a weird interaction.
It is. So Harley Quinn's forward 3 is exactly like Poison Ivy's, where you can actually hold forward or backwards to change the range that it goes. And if you don't hold backwards, it can actually go over point blank crouch.
Oh, huge meter burn forward 3, and that is going to kill. Two combos in the corner, and Burritos now finds himself with a life lead.
Oh, nice.
Oh, that clash may have been
Hopefully not for
accidental?
Possibly, but he was still potentially in for a lot of damage off of that, so I don't feel like it's a terrible choice. Now, Burritos could have maybe just gotten a raw back 3 from that electric arrow.
Right, but instead he did a down 1, which leads me to believe that maybe that clash wasn't...
Well, maybe Trepound thought that Burritos was going to go for something bigger.
Sure, that's fair.
It's one of those moments where you're like, okay, he's going to get tons of damage, and then they do something really small, and you're like, oh, man, why did I break?
And this is Burritos looking so solid as a complete different pace from the other two games. Nice combo as he switches in.
Whoa, really weird setups here. Going through Trepound's
I don't know what's going on, but Burritos very close.
And it's going to be so tough to catch up to that. Yeah, the meter burn hit of that has a huge hitbox.
And after being down the first game, he's now come up 2-1 against Trepound.
He was also down pretty considerably in that first game. Harley still had their first life.
It looked very, not easy for Trepound, but very manageable, we'll say.
Well, after the first game, we honestly haven't seen Trepound get in very much at all on Burritos. Burritos has upped his zoning game, upped his runaway game, and just kind of kept Trepound out. And as soon as Trepound gets in, Burritos has taken the advantage, especially in that last match when he had Trepound in the corner and then did, of course, that 450 damage combo, which is pretty normal for Green Arrow in the corner. Green Arrow's mid-screen damage, pretty good, but in the corner,
he gets very healthy damage, absolutely.
Mostly meterless, too. Nice, wins the air-to-air to start off. And that's going to start off with a really tough situation for Trepound. He could really use that meter for a lot of his zoning tools so that he can get his kind of zoning momentum started. But now he's just going to have to chase.
Yeah, we've kind of seen a switch in playstyle from Trepound as well. It seems as though he's trying to go in more instead of staying out and trying to be a little more patient, because although Burritos was getting under a lot of his zoning, he was using hyenas really effectively to stop Burritos from doing that. And we're actually not seeing that so much the last two games.
Well, the big thing is that he needs to find a spot where Burritos is respecting him enough that he can actually throw out a Hyena. Otherwise, he's going to get stuff out of the Hyena. He's going to take a bad trade, and most likely Green Arrow is going to recover in time to block the Hyena itself. All right, that should be a lot of damage. 1-1-1 does a ton of damage.
Yeah, that's his most damaging string, isn't it?
It is. It does. Actually, I don't even know. It's way over 100, though.
Yeah, it's the last hit specifically, too, that does a grip of damage.
It actually has huge range on that last hit, too.
There's a Hyena coming out, getting caught.
Now, one thing that I would like to see from Trepound is maybe using...
Oh, my goodness!
And he's going to get a lot off of that. What's he going to set up? Oh, goes for again for that neutral jump, too, but this time, Burritos knowing to roll, and then he should get the kill from this, even though it scales a lot from the
That was a neat combo.
It was.
Now, where's that sleeping gas arrow?
Went for the style combo just because he knew that he
It was going to kill, absolutely.
Oh, manages to convert. Goes into the ice arrow, very smart. Okay, so I think he tried to bait a wake up right there.
So he could, yeah.
But he may have been a little bit too early, and the wake up auto-corrected itself.
Oh, nice slide under that gunshot, but Trepound is going to take the life bar, as now it is potentially game point for Burritos here. Nice jump back air to air. Fire arrows are loaded. And 2 bars still for Trepound. It is not over.
And screen positioning is really good for Trepound. Oh, I say that, but I'm wrong. Oh, and that...
Oh, that is such a dirty mix-up. That's not going to kill, though.
It's going to be pretty close, but at the very least, it's going to put Burritos in a situation where he can potentially chip or just hit with 1 projectile and win the game against Trepound. Trepound still, though, could take it maybe...
No, he can definitely still do this. It is not over.
Oh, the boxing glove! He put it away!
That is it!
He put it away and brought
glove.
it back out. I love that. I love that. No, that's really smart. Now, Boxing Glove has a ton of startup, but you can just put it away and then bring it out immediately as soon as you need it. So he knew that he was going to put it away and then fake out Trepound by then immediately just bringing it back out and firing it off as fast as he can. So that was a really smart way to close it out. And a very solid turnaround, really, by Burritos. It's hard to say it's a turnaround because he did really control those last 3 matches, but from the first game, I think it was a beautiful turnaround.
Yeah, and that right there, this combo, it was literally 2 combos that took that life bar away from Trepound. But overall, I feel like he started out really strong. Trepound played really, really well. Sorry, I was looking for a word to use. I wouldn't go as far as sensational, but he definitely kept it very solid. Wow. And then Burritos actually did a fantastic job of adapting and then bringing it back 3 straight games.